Beginner's Guide Part 6. Hi guys, I am that Tarantula guy. Welcome back to the channel. This is part 6 of the Beginner's Guide, and today we are going to be covering molting. Firstly, I want to do a huge shout out to the Tarantula YouTube community group on Facebook. You guys are amazing, and you guys came in clutch with this video. So I want to send a personal thanks out to Jeepers Keepers Tarantulas, Valleys Tarantulas, the Spiderman, Natural Learning, Stick and Mix, and Tobias Yarwood. These are all really good YouTubers, guys, and I will put links to all of their channels down below. These guys came in clutch and gave me a whole bunch of footage of teas, time-lapse molting, because I haven't been able to catch any of mine molting yet. So thanks guys, you're all awesome. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into the video. Okay guys, so the first thing that I want to talk about when molting is the first thing you'll normally recognize. And that is when your tea goes off its food, especially something that you know will eat a lot. Now I'm using Beast here. She is fully in a pre-molt. Normally you will be able to tell if you drop a prey item in there and it doesn't grab it. Normally I know 100% if I drop food in for Beast, she will just grab it straight away. Now as you can see, like as I'm about to show you, Beast, she's in pre-molt and she's not looking at grabbing food. See, she will threat pose me straight away. See, just threat pose, threat pose, threat pose. Now see, threat pose. It's a pretty good way to tell when you've got something that's going into a pre-molt, because it's just not interested in food. And as you can see with Beast, even just if I give her a little blow, threat pose. So she is not interested in food at all. She's not even looking. This isn't a feeding response. This is pure threat pose, go away. So that's normally the first stage, is you will start getting threat poses whenever you drop food in. So yeah, there you go guys, that's the first stage. Here we have Lassie, my Lassiadora Parahabana, and this is what I call stage 2. Now as you can see, her abdomen is looking very, very big right now. And look at the back where you would normally see her urticating hair patch, which is just there. As you can see, there is like a white mark there. Now that is where she has been kicking off all of her hair in preparation for a molt. Now this will happen when they're getting ready to molt. They will just start kicking off all of their hair all over the place, and you will see the skin underneath the hair, or the part of their external skeleton, if you like. The hair, or setae as they're known as, that is attached onto the exoskeleton, and they kick it off as a defense. So stage 1 is going off their food. Stage 2 is they start to kick off their hair. Then we'll go to stage 3. Back to Beast for a second, just so I can show you. So stage 3. Now stage 3 is still very similar to stage 2. Now stage 3 is what happens after they've started to lose their hair. As you can see, Beast has been losing her hair. She's been kicking it off in prep. Now stage 3, no, the skin will go black, and that's where the old exoskeleton separates away from the new skeleton underneath, and that will happen as it gets more and more ready to shed its skin, and then that will lead on to stage 4. So let's have a look at what stage 4 looks like. This is Genie. Now Genie has shed within the last 24 hours, so I'm not going to bother it too much. As you can see, looking here, yep, those are mature male paddy palps. Yay. Never mind. So yeah, this is stage 4. Now when it starts to get ready to molt, your tea will start getting ready to molt. So it will go off its food, start kicking off all its hairs, then the bald patch starts to go black. Then you will see this, it will tuck itself away in a little corner, and it will make almost like a mat, and it will lay this web down. Sometimes they will kick all their hairs on it because they use that as a defense, because when a tea molts, it's very, very vulnerable. The exoskeleton that normally protects them is soft, very, very soft, and they're very, very vulnerable. So some species will lay the mat down, then they'll kick all of their hairs into it to protect them in case a predator tries to come near. So yeah, when you see your tea has started this, along with all of the other stages, then you're pretty sure, you can be pretty sure that it's going to molt within the next 24 to 48 hours. It is really important to note that not all species will molt in the same time period. Like Genie, she went from eating fine, or he, I should say, went from completely fine eating and everything to molted into a mature male in about 2 days. Literally, it just was eating fine, everything fine, then stopped eating, kicked all its hair, laid a mat, and that was it. And now we're here. Whereas something like Betsy, my Brachypelma hamori, or any of my Grammostolas, they can take a long time to molt. So yeah, just be sure that you know, or do your research and get a rough idea of how long the molting process takes for your specific species of tarantula, because as I say guys, they all molt in different time frames. Some are quick, some are slow. So let's have a look now at some teas molting.
Hi everyone, the Spiderman here. Well, I hope you enjoyed that time lapse, guys. It took around about 8.5 hours just to film that little bit of time lapse there, and unfortunately I missed the flip over only because my iPhone overheated because I had the flash on, and my phone cut out, I'm afraid, and yeah, I missed it by about 5 seconds. I can't believe it. I filmed this footage for 8.5 hours and I've missed the flip over by about 5 seconds. Unbelievable. But yeah, that's just the way it goes, I'm afraid. But what I'll do is, because she's only around about the 3 to 3.5 inch in leg span, I'll give her about a week to 10 days to recover from her molt, and I'll give her a feed. So while we're here, guys, let's just take the molt out. So guys, while we're here, let's just remove the molt. And there we go, and I'll quickly fill up the water dish as well so she can have her drink. And there we go. So I hope you enjoyed this video, ladies and gentlemen, and thanks for watching, everyone.
Okay, so there were a few clips of teas molting over time lapse. Hope you enjoyed them. I certainly always like watching the time lapse of teas molting. It always looks really cool. Really alien. Weird. So yeah, thanks guys for all your clips. Awesome community. So yeah, the main thing really that I always hear on the forums is my tea dying? It's upside down, it's on its back. Don't worry about it, guys. Honestly, if a tarantula is in some sort of trouble or it's dying, it will go into something called a death curl, which is, imagine this is a tarantula, this is the floor. It will start to curl its legs in, so it will still sit upright, but it will curl its legs in. If it's on its back, and its legs are out, that's it getting ready to molt. Don't touch it, don't disturb it, nothing. Tarantulas are so vulnerable when they molt. So whatever you do, if you see your tea on its back like this, every now and again you might see a leg give a twitch. Basically, if it's on its back, do not touch it. Don't spray it, don't try it, and do as little with it as possible. Just monitor it, watch it, make sure it doesn't get stuck or anything like that. Just leave it alone. All right, most tarantulas will normally be done molting overnight. So I'm gonna hazard now. I'm gonna hazard giving you a time. I would say all teas are most likely going to be done molting within a few hours. All right, so if you see it molting, just leave it, come back and check on it in an hour. If it's still molting, it's fine, come back and check on it in another hour. Just leave it. Don't try and poke it, don't try and help it, just don't. If you do any of those things, if you try and touch it or help it or try and take it out of its molt or move it around or anything like that, there is a very, very high chance that your tea will die. So just leave it alone. Unless there is something obviously wrong. Unless there is something obviously wrong, like it's stuck in its web, especially for arboreals. Arboreals, they have a habit of getting stuck in molts. I've lost tarantulas that have got stuck in molts inside their web. My girlfriend, she's sat here with me, she can testify to it as well. She's lost tarantulas that have got stuck in molts. It happens. The best way to avoid it is to just watch. If you can see it's getting stuck, or if it's molted in an awkward place, or if it's getting ready to molt in an awkward place, try and encourage it to move. Don't pick it up, don't poke it with anything, just try and encourage it before it's on its back. Right, if you've all of the other steps that I've shown, 1 to 4, if it's started to do all those in somewhere where it isn't going to be a prime place to molt, try and encourage it to go somewhere else. But if not, just watch and keep a close eye. Because if it could quite easily go bad. So just watch, but don't touch it, guys. Do not touch it. Biggest thing is don't stress if it's on its back. If you come in and check on your tea and you just see it on its back, it's not dead. This is the one thing that pops up on the forums most. It's the one most common question I always see is, oh my God, my tea's on its back, should I be worried? Nope, it's just in a molt. Just watch it, leave it alone, it will sort itself out. And as you've seen in the videos, the clips, once it's finished molting, it will just flip itself over fine. You don't have to go in there and flip it, don't have to worry about any of that. Just leave it alone, let it flip. Once it's flipped, give it a little bit of water in a dish, like fill up its dish because it will need the extra water, and just leave it for a few hours. It will flip itself over, and like I say, within 7 to 10 days it will harden up and it's good to go. So there you go. That is basically everything about teas and molting. Okay guys, so this is the last part of the molting. This is post molt. Now, as you remember, I said about Genie molted within the last 24 hours, and as you can see here, these are the mouth parts. These are what your tarantula will eat with. These are the fangs, of course. Now, after a molt, you do not want to offer any food item at all, anything, to your tea for at least 7 to 10 days. Now, this is because the fangs, they are made from keratin, I think. I don't know. But yeah, no, these are the fangs, and you do not want to give them any kind of food, because in this stage, as you can see, they are still pink, whereas any other of my teas, they are black normally. This is because when they molt, they are still incredibly soft. They are limp, basically. They're not usable by the tea. They need to harden up, and that process normally takes about 7 to 10 days. So after your tea malts, what you want to do is increase the humidity. Make sure it's got access to clean water. So refer back to part 5, which is the watering. Make sure you've got your tea's got access to clean water. Keep the humidity up. So give it a spray. That's what I'm about to do with this guy. Give it a spray, put some fresh water in, put it near a heat source, and just let the humidity work, because the tea will need it, because after a molt, it's quite a long and arduous process for a tarantula during the molt. So make sure it's got plenty of water and just leave it be. Don't try and pick it up, or don't try and offer it food, or just try not to bother it for a good couple of days. And like I say, do not feed for at least 7 to 10. Okay guys, so there you go. That was part 6 of the beginner's guide, which covered molting. I want to just thank all the guys again for lending me all of their clips. You guys are awesome. Thank you so much. Like I say, all of the channels will be linked in the description below, so make sure you go and check them out, guys. Really good channels. If you liked the video, make sure you click the like button down below, and also click that subscribe bell so you'll get to know when I put out any more videos. Let me know what you think now the beard has gone, guys. Now that spring and summertime is on the way and the temperatures are rising, the beard is gone as normal. And it will be gone until the 1st of October, which is officially when I start growing the beard again. So yeah, let me know what you think down below. Also, let me know down below whether you've been following the beginner's guide, whether you enjoyed the series. Let me know what other teas you've got. Let me know if you've used any of the beginner's guide for the housings. Let me know if you're new in the hobby. New guys in the hobby, it's always good. Whenever we can make the hobby grow a little bit bigger, do well. All right guys, I'm going to stop rambling. I'm going to get off and let you get on with your day. Thank you so much again for watching. Thank you to all of the other YouTubers that lent me clips, and I will see you all on Friday for the next video. Bye guys.